30 seconds of jumping jacks. Go at a warm-up pace. No need to go crazy just yet. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ten seconds. Alternating Samsons are next. So we're going to be stepping into a lunge in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to step into a lunge, reach up with our interlocked hands, and then alternate. Looks great, everyone. All right, 3, 2, 1. Push up to down dog. So I'm going to push up, and then I'm going to send my hips back and pedal my feet back to that plank. Push up, hips back. Looks good. If you've got to do the push-ups from your knees, that works just as well. 3, 2, 1. All right, air squats. Take about 3 seconds to get to the bottom. Looks good. Great job, everyone. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to jumping jacks. Round number 2. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going alternating Samson. Palms to the ceiling. Reaching up. Looks good. There you go. 10 seconds and we do the push-up to down dog. 3, 2, 1. Push up, down dog. Nice job, friends. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Air squats. Thinking about taking 3 or so seconds to get to the bottom. Looks good. All right, one more round. Back to jumping jacks. Ten seconds. Alternating Samsons coming up next. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ten seconds. Push up to down dog is next. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ten more seconds. There we go. All right, slow air squats. 2 or 3 seconds on the descent. Try and stay nice and upright. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. So for strength today, we're gonna do what's called supersets, which just means we're doing several movements back to back with no rest, all as one big set. So how it's gonna work is we're gonna do 9 B stance Romanian deadlifts on each leg, then 15 sumo deadlifts, and then 21 glute bridges. So 9 on each side, 15, 21. I'll be counting. Let's talk about these movements. First thing, for an RDL, we need to know how to hinge. We'll talk about the B stance in just a second. But to do a regular RDL, I'm going to start with my feet under my hips, and then I'm going to put a little tiny bend in my knees, so I don't want my legs locked out like this. A little bit of a bend, and then I'm sending my hips back, and my chest is coming down. I get to about here, and I don't go any lower. I have to round my back. So that's going to be the end of my range of motion. If I have a weight in my hands, it's usually right when the weight gets just below my knee, and then I come back up, squeeze my glutes at the top. So let's just do 5 or 6 hinges with both legs. The nice thing about being on camera is you can actually find that point that you can't get to any further unless you have very flexible hamstrings, in which case you might just run out of room, and that's your end range of motion. Cool. Looks good. All right, so B stance is similar to a split stance, but a little less extreme. So if I were going to do a split stance RDL, I would get in this big split like this and transfer most of the work to that front leg. But it's kind of hard to stay in a pretty good position like that. So B stance is a little more subtle. I'm just going to pop one foot behind me, just right on my toe, just like that. So it's definitely not an extreme split like that. I'm literally just bending my knee and using that toe as like a kickstand. So from here, I'm still gonna put that bend in my knee, hinging at the hip, and then I get to about here, and that's where I know I'm coming back up. I feel the stretch a lot quicker on the B stance style. You may or may not, but we're looking for that stretch in our hamstrings. So let's try a few on each side if you haven't. Looks great. Cool. All right. So we'll do 9 on each side in our set. And if you want to hold on to weight for that, just down at your sides, you could also hold it in front if that's not uncomfortable for you, just like that, or down at your side. Then we've got the sumo deadlift. So without weight, what I'm looking for is a setup position where I'm going to start with a wide stance, and I want to get into a stance where when I'm down at the bottom, my shins are more or less vertical. So I've just done this enough, I kind of know by feel. And it can be kind of hard to tell, but we want to just be thinking like at the very bottom, the bottom of our range of motion, my shins should be vertical, and then we're going to stand up from that position. So I've got a dumbbell. The nice thing about a dumbbell and the sumo squat is I can put it on its end, and it gives me a pretty good start position. Kind of saying like, Todd, you're in a really good start position for the sumo deadlift there. So I'm squatting down, can use the camera to see, are my shins more or less vertical? And then from here, I'm pressing into the ground, blocking my legs out at the top, squeezing my glutes, and then coming back down. You could also hold your weight on the sides like that. Thinking about extending at the top. We're not using like super heavy weights. If we were in the gym, maybe using barbells, I would suggest thinking about pressing into the ground and then imagining there's a giant piece of paper under your feet and you want to rip the paper in half just by moving your feet, by pressing them outward. But I think we're going to be light enough today that we might not need to worry about breaking the bar off the ground or the weight off the ground. So 15 of those, then glute bridges. These can be body weight or weighted, but I'm going to start on my back, and then I'm going to bring my feet in as close as I can. I like to put one hand down and bring my heel to my fingertip. A lot of people start with their feet too far forward, so just think about bringing your heels as close to your butt as you can, and then from here, hands are flat. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, opening my hips all the way up, and then I come back down. Just like that. Really thinking about squeezing your glutes. If you want a little more glute involvement, a little less quad involvement, so if you feel this in your quads, just pop your toes off the ground and just press strictly from your heels. That kind of helps take the quad involvement out of it. And if you want to do them weighted, we could just put a weight on our hips, and then from here, extend like that. Okay. So 3 big sets, 9 RDLs with the B stance on each side, then 15 sumo deadlifts, then 21 glute bridges. They can all be weighted. They could all be body weight too, if you wanted. I'll be counting, as you know. If my pace doesn't match yours completely, you're gonna be all right. I'm just gonna restart this. Any questions? Cool. All right, we'll start with set number 1 with B stance RDLs, whichever side you want to begin on. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Find that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, next side in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, right into our sumo deadlifts. Going in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, right into glute bridges. 21. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last one, 21. Whew. Wow. Pretty good. All right, we're gonna rest. Probably in the area of 2 minutes. Just because that set took about 3 minutes, so we want to get nice and recovered for sets 2 and 3. We'll go when the clock says 5. All right, 20 seconds, then set number 2. All right, let's get ready. Grab our weights. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. B stance, RDLs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, switching sides. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, sumo deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, stay nice and upright. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, glute bridges. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Whew. Okay. We'll rest again about roughly 2 minutes or so. Feeling it. About 1 more minute. Go ahead, 9:30 on the clock. "15 seconds. Soaking in that recovery. All right, let's get ready. B-stance RDL coming in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, switching sides. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going right into sumo deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. All right, glute bridges. 21 of them. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. All right. Let's just rest a bit and grab some water. Okay. You can continue recovering. I'll describe today's workout. There are 3 rounds. They all have different reps. So it starts with 10 squat cleans, then 20 sit-ups, then 30 high knees. Then everything's going to go up by 10. So it goes from 10, 20, 30 to 20, 30, 40. Then it's going to go up by 10 again to 30, 40, 50, and you're done. So start with 10, 20, 30. Each round, everything goes by 10. So let's talk about these movements. For the squat clean, I'll leave it up to you. If you want to do them to the side or out in front of you, more similar to a barbell clean, either way, it's going to be the same weight, so it's up to you. If you're going to do the one-sided version, then switch however you feel is necessary. So I'm going to be cleaning the weight to my shoulder and then squatting all the way down. So just like with a barbell clean, I'm going to come to my hip, extend, and then drop under. So I'm coming to my hip, extending, dropping under, and then standing up. Subsequent reps can just tap the ground, just like that. And then the other version with my hands on either side, I don't have to tap the ground for that one. I just have to come below my knee somewhere. So here, then I'm going to extend and then come up like the bar was almost in a front rack position. Let's try a few squat cleans with your weight. Kind of maybe mess around with each version, see how you want to do them, see what feels most comfortable. Cool. All right. Then we got sit-ups. We've all done sit-ups. If you have an ab mat, that's cool. I know it's not a common household item. If you really like the feeling of an ab mat, you could definitely use a blanket or a Finnish pillow. Essentially, an ab mat is a Finnish pillow. So, but there's nothing wrong with doing sit-ups without an ab mat. It's how they did it in the olden days before CrossFit. So then, after sit-ups, it's going to be high knees. So kind of 2 versions depending on how much noise you can make. One is a little more jumpy, a little more explosive, and the other is a little more stationary. So for today, I'm thinking left and right is going to equal 1. I normally don't do that. This is like the one thing that I typically do that with. So I like to put my hands out, just like elbow at 90 degrees, and then that's my goal to bring my knees to. As I fatigue, my goal might get a little bit lower. That's just fine. But I'm gonna come up just like that. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, so on and so forth. More stationary version is just without the hop. Still pretty tough. Still gonna get your heart rate up. Let's try a few however you want to do them in the workout. Let's do like, I don't know, 10 or so. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So 10 cleans, 20 sit-ups, excuse me, 30 high knees, then 20 cleans, 30 sit-ups, 40 high knees, then 30, 40, 50, boom, done. I think we'll put like a 14-minute time cap on here. That feels sufficient. Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Well, shucks, let's do it. All right. 14 minutes is on the clock. Starts with 10, 20, 30. Let's go in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Great job, everyone. Woo! Doing great. Nice job, buddies. Nice work. Whew. Right. Great work, everyone. There we go. Woo! Doing great. Chipping away. Woo! There we go. Yeah, buddies. You got this. Plenty of time to finish. Nice job. Closing in. Here we go. Whew. Nice work. Almost there. Still lots of time to finish. Nice. Home stretch. All right. Great job, everyone. That was hard. Did you guys do 3 rounds?
Are they doing a 4th round?
I don't know. There's only 3 rounds. Are you guys on a 4th?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought we were going for a time like 14 minutes.
Oh no, it's a 14-minute time cap. You're good. Extra credit.
Yeah.
Star student. Okay. Great job, everyone. If you want a little bit of mobility, today is low dragon, which is getting into a deep lunge and then sinking down on one side as low as you can. Some people can come to their elbows. I don't think today I'm one of those people. Some people can even come down, like put their chest on the ground. I don't think any days I'm that person, but sinking as low as you can. Maybe I can get one elbow down, I don't know. And while you're just kind of exploring this position, you could also walk away from your knee or push your knee away from you. You could walk in, just kind of move around in that bottom position. And whenever it feels good, switch sides and do the same on the opposite side. Just really opening up our hip and getting a stretch in that opposite hip flexor. Whew.
Thanks, coach.
Thank you. Great job.
Spicy and nice.
It was